Okay, so here's what's going on.
I'm only an hour into the Kevin Smith episode, and it's given me such agita. Like it's one of those things where Kevin Smith, like if you're a film student, as I was for a brief period of time in my life in New Jersey, Kevin Smith is he's the sort of Damocles like hanging over your head. Like if I could, he's like, if I could max out all my credit cards in New Jersey and make a movie, you can too. And it's like, everyone's like, oh God, his films are just so profound, so fun. So I hate to say it, like they represent a kind of New Jersey culture that still exists. Like,
sure.
You know, Jay and Silent Bob are sort of like archetypes. When I was listening to the part about Mallrats, I'm like, Mallrats is special because the kind of mall that they're in Mallrats really only exists in New Jersey now. Yeah. I mean, there are few places left in America with a shopping mall of like that size. Yeah. And that sort of, and most of them are dying still. Mm-hmm. But even so, like, it's just such a weird movie. Like the series of movies Kevin Smith has made over the years, even Dogma, the amount of like cultural Catholicity that exists in New Jersey, where there's like the Buddy Christ, like that exists.
That's very New Jersey. Yeah, I can see that.
It's very New Jersey. You know, not only that, but it's really funny because like the View Askew universe exists in the locality of where I live. So like we know where the clerk shop is. Oh, we know exactly where his comic book store is, which is sort of like it is the personal edification he's been striving for years. It's a monument he built like to himself and to his work.
Oh no.
So I don't know if his comic book shop is still around. I think it is, but it's in Red Bank, New Jersey, which is about 20 to 25 minutes away from where I grew up.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
And it's like the Buddy Christ, the one that they used for Dogma, is in there. It's sitting on a shelf somewhere. I think he had like the Tusk suit suspended from the ceiling at some point. Like, you ever walk into like a TGI Fridays and they have like dumb movie memorabilia like hanging from the ceiling?
Right.
The Tusk suit was hanging from the ceiling like that.
Man, do I need to take a pilgrimage to New Jersey to see the Kevin Smith Museum?
Well, you know, if all things go according to God's plan, Josiah, I'm going to get you down here for my ordination.
There we go.
Then, like, fully vested, I get to walk into the Kevin Smith's comic shop and be like, he's going to be like, hello, Father, what are you doing here? And it's like, my friend just really wanted to see this.
Yeah, in full, oh man, showing up to the Quick Stop or whatever in full priest garb is kind of a funny idea, yeah. Well, hello everybody, it's Fruitless. It's actually the last Patreon episode of 2025, so that's cool. I think we're kind of continuing a tradition that kind of started last year, which is bringing Phil on around the holidays. Phil, on his journey to priesthood. Hello, Phil.
Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to Fruitless, a podcast Josiah's worked really hard to build over these last few years.
Thank you.
I'm grateful to be here, and I've really loved, obviously, speaking about Kevin Smith, I've loved the work he's been doing because it's sycophantic to a very specific kind of guy in New Jersey, which I grew up around, so it just makes me happy.
That's great. So yeah, I mean, we had you on last time to talk about, what was it, the Leftovers we did, right? That was good.
Yeah, the Holdovers.
Or the Holdovers, Leftovers. Jesus, that's such a different show. God, I'm tired. I've been working as, you know, over the holidays. Yeah. I'm so tired.
Well, the holidays, I remember, just to like a diatribe about working over the holidays, I remember one of the coworkers I used to work with when I was a supermarket manager recently sent me a text, and you know, we still keep in contact, and he misses me. We had fun conversations, and working the night shift is great because all of the managers will leave trash for you to take out at the end of the night. And for supermarket, the only thing that we could do is only a manager could take out the trash, because apparently back in the day, people used to like, there is a way to like bag something in 4 trash bags and then like slip valuables or some sort of like commodity into it and then get it out of the store and then steal it.
That's so wild.
That's so much. It's
That's
so much
New
work.
Jersey, dude.
Like, here's the thing: you've worked a lot of shit detail, like retail jobs, Josiah.
A lot, yeah.
You know for a fact that like all of the weird jobs you've had, every time you hear an oddly specific, like a manager can only do this, or like someone who's an employee can only do this. You're like, some fuck shit 20 years ago decided it would be a genius idea to do this, and now all of us are cursed forever because of it.
Like, this was like a decade ago, but we all just live with this being in the employee handbook now because of that asshole.
And like, he sends me this picture of like piled to the door. Basically what the trash compactor is, it's this little door that leads into the compactor room, and then there's a chute that you throw the trash down.
Sure, yeah.
And he sends me this like picture of it piled up to the top, and then he sends me a picture of Michael Keaton's Batman on a roof looking at the back signal, and he just says, "We need you."
That's great.
So it's great to be remembered, isn't it?
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. But no, you are not in the service world anymore. You are on the path to priesthood in the Episcopal Church.
It's a different kind of service world.
Yeah, there you go. I got to underline the Episcopal Church because, you know, unlike our former show, Mammonburg, Fruitless isn't inherently a Christian podcast. I know a lot of people listening to this are not people of faith, and I want to emphasize you're going to become a normal priest. You're not like a scary priest.
Not a scary priest. So, I mean, it's a great way to just interject, because it's just, you know, scary priest for Episcopal priests is, there are like 14 different types, and they're all equally terrifying in different ways. But I'm going to be the median of all of them. Imbibing true Anglican thought by being like a normal Anglo-Catholic.
Yeah. So this is, So not a raging homophobic Nazi, which is unfortunately kind of the vibe of Christianity that I think a lot of people in America have right now. Yeah.
We can't even escape it in Anglican circles, because it's like, don't worry, you know, I'm an Episcopal priest. And then they're like, oh, like that guy Colin Robinson. And I'm like, first off, No. Although I do have to give him I will give him 1 ounce of credit. He gets his vestments at a good supplier.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only positive thing I could ever say.
You think he's got good drip?
He's got good drip. I mean, the problem these days is you get a lot of stuff at like CM Almy, and it's just polyester, and it fills too easily, and it's ugh. Yeah,
well, that's the tricky thing about fascists, right? They're aesthetes, right? They like the aesthetics more than the teachings.
And that's going to come up as a theme in this movie. God bless our hearts.
Actually, it unironically is. Yeah, so you picked out a movie, you know, this time round. So the one you picked out was The Bishop's Wife, 1947, which is that the same year as It's a Wonderful Life? Let me double check.
It might be.
Year before, or the year after. The It's a Wonderful Life is the year before. Yeah.
Well, you know what the crazy thing about it is? You look at like Christmas classics when they came out, or really any classic movie when they came out, and it's just like people watched it, and then it fell out of consciousness for some time,
and then it comes back,
and then it comes back. And this movie hasn't really come back.
No, this one's kind of just for the sickos who like their 40s movies, because It's a Wonderful Life. The reason it had its comeback is because it did really poorly when it first came out, and then because of that, it ended up in the public domain, and then TV stations found it was convenient to just put it on when they needed programming on Christmas. So then a whole generation of people grew up watching it on TV around Christmas time, and then it became a classic. But at the time, remember, that one comes out in 1946. Most of that movie is really depressing. What people forget about it is that the hopeful stuff's in the last 20 minutes or so. And it was like right after World War II. And there's like, you know, that World War II had wrapped up like the year beforehand. And there's like shit about like his brother in the war, and like, there's all that sad. And so everyone was just too bummed out. They were just like not feeling it.
It was too soon. And the wound was too fresh.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's interesting because I don't know if I've talked about it much on Fruitless, but I did that internship at the Donna Reed Museum, so I got to hear a lot about that because I for a month worked at Donna Reed's, like her estate bought a German opera house in her hometown, and anyway, so that was not the movie that she ended up getting like an Oscar for or anything, which is interesting. But anyway, so we are not talking about It's a Wonderful Life, though. Maybe one year I'll do that. It's like such a big movie that I would want to do a good job with it. And every year I don't feel prepared to do that. So instead we're going to do what I've decided is a spin-off of It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life cinematic universe.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Much like the View Askew universe, it's.
Oh God, no. No.
I mean, Jay and Silent Bob show up. It's crazy. No, Bishop's Wife, which, I really enjoyed. I'd never seen it. You had me do it. Now, you picked this one out, and as a future priest, I do have to ask if your interest in this movie comes from any fear of being cucked by an angel. Because that's a good chunk of this movie is
so sad because like the musicality that exists in my brain, it just makes me want to think of the Seal song, like Touched by an like.
There we go. Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm afraid of being cucked by an angel because
unless it's Cary Grant as an angel. I mean,
this is Cary Grant.
He's dapper as hell, dude.
This was a preview for a Patreon only episode. So check out the show notes if you want to hear more.